Hello. Hello everyone. Can you hear me all right? Welcome back. Welcome back everyone. Hello MGS Writer, Mlem, Shatur. Good to see you all again. Yeah. So, I guess we're back for another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Along with our Doki Doki Tianshi Tea Club members. I still really like that. So yeah. Yeah. Looks like there might be a bit of a delay right now, so hello, hello. Hello Mlem, hello MGS Rider. Hello Shator. What's up? Not much, not much. It was really hot yesterday. It's still kind of hot today. Summer's not gone yet. Not over here anyways. Yeah. Alright. So, so I guess oh, I actually came prepared this time. I have tea. Ah, yay! Patchy, 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 patchy. Tea for everyone. That's awesome. That's awesome. Reminding me to take a drink. I don't know if y'all can hear that. There's like a little cat sitting here. Meow. Meow. She wants me to pay attention to her. Alright. Alright. So yeah. So I guess this is exactly where we left off last time. In fact, I booted up the game and there's no main menu now. It's just Monica now. No menus, no saves. Just Monica. We're really gearing up for an interesting beginning this time. Sounds like it. And Kitty is here too. Yeah. She just climbed up here and decided to sit down, so we'll see how long she sticks around. This one is less troublesome. She might just sit there and be good. Except she wants me to pet her. I need that hand. I need that hand for the mouse kitty. Mine is chamomile tea. Ooh. Definitely one of my favorites. Chamomile's a big favorite of mine. Even if it's not made with like tea plant tea leaves, I think Tisans are teas too. And chamomile is so good. It's nice and light and is good when you have like a canker sore or you bit your tongue or something. It's very relaxing. Okay, kitty. Okay, come over here. Come on. She's fixated on the hand I use for my mouse. You come over to the other hand. I hope you don't mind me mentioning, but I got my VTuber's Twitter set up and we're already following each other. Oh, awesome! I was wondering if that was you. It's really cute. Y'all should go check out Mlem. What do you mind if I tell everyone your handle? Or you can go ahead and post. I don't think I've banned links. We're small enough yet that I don't think we have to. So if you want to link to it in the chat, I totally don't mind. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see you debut and stuff whenever you're ready. MGS Rider. No cat, I don't have time for you, just Monica. Yeah. Just Monica now. No tea for me this time, unfortunately. I have some cold brew coffee though. Ah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're open to all drink types here. Cold brew coffee. Do you make it yourself? That sounds pretty good. Especially in this heat. I'm guessing you drink cold brew cold. Though I'm not sure if it's hot, if it's very hot where you all are at. If I remember correctly, we got Ryder in Germany. No one special. I don't know if you're here today, no one special, but I think there are Australia representative. I don't know where the rest of y'all are at. You don't have to tell me either. But just wondering if you're dealing with the same long end of summer heat. I'm told it's September's supposed to be autumn already, but I don't believe it. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, kitty. Yeah, settle down. Oh. You're gonna... Alright. Alright. So, just Monica now, I guess. Let's see. I did make it myself, actually. Oh, it's pretty simple, and I needed something to cool off. I was absolutely melting the past couple of days. Yeah, me too. My household is running low on popsicles. It's a dire situation. Popsicles are great in the heat. I would venture to say better than ice cream, because they're a lot more cooling, I think. Ice cream is really tasty, and I really like ice cream. But when it's really hot, you just want one of those ice popsicles. Okay, alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. I keep thinking, oh yes, we should get started. And then I look over at the screen and I'm like, I'm a little worried. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Am I ready? Am I mentally ready? The fact that it just jumped us right back in here without even a loading screen or a menu or anything. It's intimidating. But I guess that's where we're at. Yeah, okay, alright. I think I can do this. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Sips tea. Wow, this is very immersive with tea. Yeah. We can have our tea club synchronously in multiple locations. Don't be worried, it's just Monica. just Monica. I guess so. Alright, Monica. Let's do this. Alright, Monica, what have you got to say? Chatwood is right. Just Monica. Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all. Nothing scary about Monica. Monica's not scary at all. No, not at all. Oh, alright. Can you hear me? I guess so. I guess I can hear / read you. Is it working? You're coming through. Yeah. Oh. Yay, there you are. Whoa, what's all this? Whoa! Alright, alternate dimension Monica. I see you've brought us to a new space. Alright. Also, there's no audio as far as I can tell. There's no audio. Did I turn off the audio? Is that my fault? Yeah, I did. Apologies. There is audio. And And it's a little strange. Oh. Game sound not coming through, by the way. Yeah, thanks for thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I think it should be working now. Hopefully you guys can hear now. That is some foreboding alternate dimension music going on. There we go. Oh, good. Okay. Alright. Yeah, there you are. I wonder... it's unfortunate I had my audio off. I wonder if there was supposed to be some sound earlier. I wouldn't be surprised. Very ambient BGM, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Feels like home. Is this where you live, MGS Rider? In this alternate dimension space? Alright, Monica. Yeah, here we are. Hi again, Null. Hello? Hello? Welcome to the Literature Club. This is the new Literature Club, huh? Oh, I see. Bruh. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, are we keeping up the act, Monica? Ahaha. No ahahas. There we go. My Twitter handle is Ophelia_ooh. That's cute. Links don't seem to go through in the chat. Oh, I see. It might be a default setting for YouTube to try and prevent. I think it's like a spam prevention thing. But thank you for pasting your handle. Everyone should go follow Mlem/Ophelia. She's really cute. Maybe when you're all set up, if I can get my potato running properly, maybe we can even, I don't know. I'm just gonna make this offer, but you don't have to accept. But if we want to collab sometime, I think that would be fun. But you get yourself figured out first, cause I'm still figuring myself out. So so don't feel rushed or obligated if you don't feel like it. But it could be fun if you do feel like it. I think it's the Space Club now, but I'm not complaining. I love space. Space. Yeah, I guess it is. We're kinda in outer space, aren't we? Space Club. Doki Doki Space Club. I don't know why, but I suddenly imagined, you know those space cats? I suddenly imagined a cat in a spacesuit floating by. That might lighten the mood a bit. Rather than this foreboding lighting, it looks like we're gonna be... I don't know if we're supposed to be interrogated or intimate. It looks a little bit like both. Thank you. Oh yeah, of course. Collab hype. Yeah. I mean, only if you want to. I don't want to pressure or anything. Squad stream? Question mark? That would be great. That would be a lot of fun. Collab sounds great. Awesome. So yeah, we can see if we can make it happen. That would be great. That would be a lot of fun. Alright. Alright, Monica. Let's see what's going on here. You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. Oh. I was wondering, it does seem like... So this was supposed to be like a restart of the game. This is technically like our third run, I guess. a third round going through, so I think that's why she started over with introductions again, to sort of play up that sort of thing. But she and I both know that's not exactly where we are right now. Wait, it's all Monica? Always has been. A meme. Oh, I think I've seen this meme. I think I have. It's in space too, right? It's pretty fitting. Actually, that's 100% fitting. It's just Monica now. And we're in space. I'm feeling very British with tea and cookies right now. Oh, cookies. I'm a big fan of cookies. My mom always likes to tell people about how when I was a kid, my favorite Sesame Street character. Do y'all have Sesame Street? I think Sesame Street is in a lot of countries now. My favorite Sesame Street character growing up was Cookie Monster. And she likes to tell the story of how I picked up bad habits because of the way Cookie Monster eats. He gets his food everywhere. Hey, Ryder, we all know the rules here. Share the cookies. This is a sharing space. All the cookies. Is Monica cake? I don't know. Monica likes cupcakes, and you are what you eat, I guess. Oh, sorry, here you go, Hans cookies. Gotta make your own tea, though. Ah! Well, I'll get to share cookies now. Yeah. I'll have some cookies. Nom, nom, nom. What's Sesame Street? Oh! Sesame Street is like a children's TV show. Where they use these like puppets. They use these puppets and they're like little monsters, and they just do silly things like teach you words and numbers and other stuff. It's for little kids. It's where, like, if you know Elmo, I think Elmo's one of the biggest characters from Sesame Street. And as far as I understand, they do try to localize, so I don't know the characters from every location, because they actually change up the characters so that they can make it more relatable to where you're at. I guess. In Ally, we have sort of a mix of what TV we get. So the Sesame Street I got was, I think it was probably, I don't know, it was English language Sesame Street. But I know there's other languages and locales as well. I never learned words. Oh! Are you communicating through telepathy? Telepathic chat. I wonder if Monica's telepathic, come to think of it. All of her text is written out. Stares into Monica's eyes. Smiles. Well, we all remember what team you're on, Ryder. The hidden team. Monica does look very good here, despite how intimidating this whole situation is. I guess we finally get to figure out what is her endgame. What does she want? I loved watching Elmo so much when I was little. I think I had my own Leapfrog interactable book with him. Oh, that's really cool. I never had one of those things, but I was always kind of interested because they looked really interesting. That sounds like fun. I think I liked Elmo a lot growing up too. No, I'm just monkey. Oh, I see. Well, as a fellow monkey, I guess I learned words though. I learned monkey words. Monica, so we're skipping the formalities, it seems. Maybe you'll change your mind about her this stream. Yeah, I mean, very possibly. We know so little about Monica, really. It's like, it's kind of scary how little we know about her, but the more we know about her, hopefully the less scary she becomes. Because unlike Yuri, Yuri feels like the more we know about her, the scarier she gets. And that was kind of anticipated. But with Monica, she is scary because she is like deleting her fellow club members and such. So she's a little scary, but she doesn't seem to have anything out for us in particular. So we'll see. Well, she has something out for us, but it's different from the other girls. Yeah. I think this is her endgame. I'm unsure where else she'd go from here. Well, I think I guess you're right. In terms of where we're at now, this does seem to be her end game. I guess what I want to know is her end goal, I guess? This is a very interesting end game though. We are playing the end game, I suppose. I should sip my tea when you sip your tea for added immersion. Are we becoming one and the same? Merging together like Yuri wanted. It's kind of a scary thought. Streamer and chat become one. Monica be like, reject monkey, embrace Monica. Oh, I see you changed the end there from monkey to Monica. I guess so. Well, maybe we can be friends and we can coexist. The Monica squid and the monkey. Alright, Monica. What are we doing here now? What are we doing? After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? Ah. Now the cute boy MC is gone. No more now the cute boy MC. Only actual now, I guess. Is that me you're talking to? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. Yeah. Oh, so the MC in the game doesn't exist in this dimension. Just Monica. I guess just Monica. Even MC doesn't exist. I'm talking to you now. Using your real name in a game like this is it's pretty immersive actually. She's not talking to MC now. She's talking to me now. The me, I guess. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. Yeah. That's true, cause you don't get to make a lot of choices other than putting in your name. And like the other choices aside from your name are all guided for you. You can only say one of very few options. R.I.P. game now. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's been deleted too. Maybe he's been deleted too. Like everyone else. But maybe he's still around somewhere. I like to hope that they're all still around somewhere, you know? Whoa. Her ribbons are translucent. I don't know if you noticed. I don't think the rest of her is. The rest of her is opaque, but these white ribbons here, they're translucent. You can kind of see through them. And it's really pretty because when the supernova thing happens, when the glowing gas cloud gets real big like this, you get that beautiful effect and they turn opaque for a second. That's like some beautiful detail. I mean, these light rays are always nice too, but like That's really cool. It's really pretty. Ayo, this game is effed up. It's quite trippy so far, that's for sure. Snowy Plays 252. Nice to meet you, by the way. I don't know if this is your first time dropping in. Nice to meet you and welcome. Welcome to our TNCT Club. Rude, Monica is quite sane and a beautiful soul. How dare thee? Wait, you know. I'm sure she is. I'm sure they all have beautiful souls. And Monica does seem quite sane. She is technically the most lucid of all of the girls because she noticed she was in a game. I don't know if all of us can admit to that. I don't know if y'all have recognized what game you're in yet, but I don't think I have. But Monica, she knows. And not only she knows, I think this alternate dimension might have been what she was working on in her time away from us. I'm not really sure. But she was able to break through a little bit and affect the code. It's metaprogramming. If you've heard about metaprogramming, it's code that can modify itself. So that's pretty lucid, I would say. No, yeah. No, yeah. I'm not sure which was a reply to which, but welcome. It's a very nice set piece for somewhere we probably aren't supposed to leave. That's true. That's true. Might as well make it nice if you're not allowed to leave, right? If you're trapped, might as well be enjoyable. She ain't agile. Well, maybe she is behind the scenes. She's been working on this. She had to leave the literature club at the very beginning because she, had her scrum meeting with herself, because, just Monica. And she was, iterating. She did very slowly break through, right? Earlier it was just like her voice and her I guess her laugh and like a text, can you hear me? And then from there she was able to start modifying things in more and more deterministic ways, affecting the flow of time, changing what the other girls were saying, all of that sort of thing. So maybe it was an iterative approach. Hacker Monica. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Don't know about the real me. Well, hello, Monica. My name is Nal. It's nice to meet you. I am a monkey VTuber. Unfortunately, I can hear her, but she can't hear me. Actually, if you think about it. She asks, "Can you hear me?" But she can't hear us. That's a little sad. I wonder if we'll get the chance to interact with her. She a hacker. Hacker? Oh, hacker. Oh, yeah. She's a hacker. That's pretty good. Heck, Monica. Alright, hacker. What have you got to say for us? Disgusting? Eh? What do you mean? Okay. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. That's true. You don't know anything about me. Well, I am whatever, actually. I am monkey. Get Wi-Fi anywhere you go? Yeah, Oh, as a hacker. As a hacker? Is that what you mean? Oh, also, I don't think I officially said hello to you, Le Child. I think I missed when you popped up in chat, but hello. Hello and welcome back. Alright. Okay, Monica. Yeah, I am Monkey. I am Monkey. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter. Wait. Eh? Wait for what? What is it, Monica? You do know I'm aware this is all a game, right? Yeah. What I don't know is when you realized. Because you were showing signs early on of realizing, but then every once in a while you would act like you didn't know. Was that an act? Were you just acting like you didn't know? What was the point of that? Monkey. Yeah, monkey. Guys, it's confirmed monkey is gender. I am the monkey gender, yeah. Hold up. Ring ding 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 ding. Wait, ring ding 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 ding. Are we calling? Are we calling in? Okay. Yes, Monica. Yes, Monica, you're aware. How did you learn? When did you learn? When did you start doing things? These are all things I want to know. I want to know more about you, Monica. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? I mean, at first I didn't know that. But I know now. I know now for sure. But in the middle, you kept being like, "This is a game." Just kidding, haha. What? I'm not in a game. So it's a little confusing. Is it bad that I'm actually relaxing to this BGM? Well, you know, it's actually kind of pretty, right? It's a little bit, you might say modern with the distortions going on, but it is kind of relaxing, right? It feels powerful but calm, I guess. And as long as you're not like totally freaked out that Monica's gonna pull something weird, because she's a bit of an unknown vector here. But powerful is not inherently scary, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty nice. The BGM is pretty nice. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm pretty sure Nao knew Monica knew she was in a game before Monica did, actually. Maybe. That's true. I feel like early on she was just kind of having hints that she might realize something weird was going on, but she may not have realized it was a game yet, I wonder. Sounds like when you're fighting a boss in Terraria. Oh, interesting. Fighting a boss in Terraria. I've never actually played. It was recommended to me because I hear it's sort of like a 2D Minecraft, but I've never tried it because I'm I kind of mentioned before, I'm not so good at games that involve a lot of like high game playing skill, and I know Terraria and Minecraft aren't supposed to be high game playing skill, but if you think that's not very high, you're overestimating my level of skill. Oh yeah, I subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Monica spooky. Oh well. Tracy jump scare. Warning scary. She is a little like that, isn't she? They've definitely jump scared us a couple times in this game. I can't remember if any of them felt like they were Monica's fault per se. Some of them, like when Monica like laughs. It wasn't a visual jump scare, but it was definitely an audio jump scare. Especially because, come to think of it, this game is more or less completely unvoiced. None of the characters actually have voices, except for that one time. I think maybe was there another time? That's the time I remember most vividly, when Monica's laughs came through. So Monica might be the only one with a voice? I don't know. Terraria is good fun. It's not too heavy on CPU usage either, if you were worried about that. Oh, it does get kinda hard at points though. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, if it's not hard on CPU usage, that's good. As you know, y'all know, I'm running on a potato, so the lighter the game, the better. Maybe I should check it out at some point. Hard at points though, yeah. I don't know if y'all have heard of, for example, Thomas Was Alone. Thomas Was Alone is a really fun and interesting game, where it's almost like what you could consider a minimalist storyline game. I guess it's a really interesting, almost like a proof of concept, but more than that, because I think it's pretty well done. Of this whole of the tendency to anthropomorphize. I think there's even a term in psychology for the way that we tend to anthropomorphize things. And so in Thomas Was Alone, I think you're just a little box, like literally a square on a black screen, and it's a platformer game. And you're Thomas, this little box, and you hop around, and you kind of like tell a story and meet other shapes as you go along, and it's a lot of fun, and I was really enjoying it. But then platformers are hard. I usually start playing a game and I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad. Oh yeah, I could play this game. Oh, this seems like a game at my skill level, and I'm all excited. But the thing about most games is they feel like they gotta ramp up the difficulty gradually to keep people interested. And so they ramp it up. And I guess for a normal person that's fun and interesting. But for me, eventually it gets to a point and I'm like, I just want to know the story. I can't do this anymore. I think I don't remember exactly what the stage looked like anymore because it was a little while ago, but there was a stage where I couldn't even get past the starting area. I think maybe there was water or moving things and stuff like that, and I couldn't. I was like, I guess I'm not finishing this game. And I don't have a very high skill level. That's why it's fun to watch other people sometimes. Yeah. Video title idea. Oh, Monica Spooky, that one. That would be a cute video title. Warning scary, yeah. There was that laughter and heavy breathing when things started to get too real with Yuri, if that counts. Oh, you're right. That's true. That was probably Yuri. I would imagine that was Yuri. You could think that maybe Monica was doing this to mess with us some more, but I think that was probably Yuri. It seemed like it, yeah. So I guess Yuri... I thought there might be another case of laughter that I couldn't quite remember. Yeah, so I guess we heard Monica's laughter once, and Yuri's heavy breathing and other sounds, I guess. Be right back. Okay, Snowy Place. See you in a bit. Inside and Little Nightmares are the two best platformers I ever played. They are both horror-themed, though. I actually haven't heard of Little Nightmares, but I have heard of Inside. In fact, Inside... Inside. I think I played Inside, actually. I think I did. I watched someone else play it, and I thought it would be too hard. But they said that the platformer skill wasn't too bad. It's mostly puzzles, I think, right? So with puzzle games, I do a little bit better because you can take your time. It's usually things that require like reaction time and stuff like that I can't do so well. When I'm under time or reaction pressure, or I'm not very good at it. But for the puzzles, it wasn't so bad because mostly you didn't have to worry about timing. I can't remember if this is one of those games where when it got sometimes when I figure out the puzzle but I just can't do it, like I played Portal, the first Portal, and that was pretty good in terms of I could do most of the puzzles, but some of it required more physical skill than I had, and so I would pass off the controller and say, hey, I know how to do this puzzle, just do it for me. And I would explain how to do it. And so I figured it wasn't cheating because I solved the puzzle, I just didn't have the physical skills for it. I can't remember if I had to do that with Inside or not. Yeah. But yeah, I did play Inside and it was really cool. It's horror themed, but I guess it's interesting. I don't like most horror things, but certain ones when they're I guess Inside wasn't like very gory or jump scary or anything like that. It was just a little unsettling, I guess. Kind of like this game in a little ways. Like you could call this a horror game as well, but it's a different kind of horror, and those I can sometimes enjoy, you know, when it's not like gore or zombies or like jump scares, that sort of tension, but like sort of a more existential horror, I guess, is what I like. I really like existential horror. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Thinking about the manga that I enjoy as well, I think I mentioned before, like Inside Mari or Pun Pun, that type of stuff. It has a horror feel to it, but it's more of an existential horror, and that I can do okay with, and I find pretty interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Little Nightmares terrified me, even just watching it. Oh, that doesn't bode well. In that case, I might check it out, but I also might only check it out. It sounds scary. I'm not good at video games either. Yay, there's both of us then. But I do love playing FPS and Battle Royale games. Oh, and such. And interacting with the community inside the game. Oh, I see. I tried an FPS long time ago, I guess. I tried 1 or 2 FPS games. I think I tried S4 and a little bit of TF2. But I just I just don't have the accuracy, the speed, the sense of moving around in a 3D world is actually very difficult for me. says the 2D VTuber. But actually I have a bad sense of direction to begin with, and so moving around on 3D maps, even if it's like a 3D map that's basically just one direction, not one direction in straightforward, but like IKEA. IKEA is like an RPG dungeon where there's really just one path, maybe a couple of shortcuts here or there if you really know the map. But really there's just one path from beginning to end. Even in those I tend to get lost and turned around. Oh, prime example, if y'all want to know how bad my my directional sense is, I get lost in Mario Kart. Sometimes I get turned around and I don't know what's going on. And what's his name? Koopa, I think. Koopa Troopa. He comes and he says, turn around. And I'm like, what way am I going? I don't know. So yeah, I'm really bad at Mario Kart. But I actually do really enjoy Mario Kart because it's one of those things you can just kind of get into the flow of. So I'm hoping maybe to be able to play it sometime on stream. That might be fun, right? Yeah. So maybe. But yes. That's the extent of my sense of direction. Let's see. Don't call Monica at 3 AM. She touched my fruit. Cursed video, don't watch. ? She touched my fruit. don't think we had any fruit. She touched the cupcakes though. She had the cupcakes. Snowy Place. Okay, I'm back. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back, Snowy Place. Good to have you back. Inside blew me away with how good it was. The only issue with it was how small it was. I wanted more and more. But yes, it's mostly puzzling, but the mystery and adventure is very intriguing. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I really enjoyed Inside with the way it was able to build such an interesting and intriguing world with like zero dialogue and zero like classical storytelling, right? You're just kind of moving through this world in a straight line, actually, more or less. But and yet even doing that, it's able to tell you so much about this world, and it's so interesting and well done. And I agree, it was so short that it left you wanting more, but it almost felt like it was good that it was that way, you know? Like it had a start and had an end, and it didn't draw it out any longer than it really needed to. It just was almost like the perfect size, because I think it meant to leave you with that feeling of mystery remaining, right? So I thought that was pretty good. It was really well done, really well written, well executed. I enjoyed it, even though it was a little creepy. Let's see. I'm big dumb when it comes to puzzles. That's alright, that's alright. Puzzles are an interesting thing. They're a thing that some people really like. Some people not as much. Well, even if you're not good at puzzles though, I guess that doesn't mean you have to hate them, because they're kind of fun and very rewarding. Now I'll sip tea so I can sip tea too. Oh, she sipped her tea before my message reached. Yeah, that's right. Now I look like Big Dumb too. No. There's no problem with that. Here, I'll take another sip for you. Good stuff, good stuff. Chamomile tea. Are you having your chamomile tea sweetened or unsweetened? I'm used to drinking it unsweetened, but one time I had it sweetened and I was blown away by how different it was. It was suddenly so... I don't know. Flowery is a funny word to say, because it is a flower after all. But it was more like a... I mean, it was a sweet drink. It tasted pretty different, and both ways are good. I'm still more used to unsweetened, but I like sweetened too. Yeah. Little Nightmares 2 was announced. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Some more to play for those of you who haven't who played the first one already, I mean. Oops. Yes, I'm very excited for it. One of the trailers honestly gave me goosebumps. Oh, that's cool. I should go watch the trailers. That sounds like fun. I'll go watch the trailers and see what it's about. I'll try to remember. I have a bad memory. I'll try to remember. Bad aim, gang. Yeah. I can't hit a thing, so I just hoard the explosives and hope for the best. Y'all better watch out for Shator. If you see Shator in a game, they're gonna explode. I think there are some playstyles that are like that, right? I don't know about a lot of the more modern games, since I more or less stopped trying at FPSs a long time ago, because because I wasn't that great at it, and so it wasn't so fun for me. But I remember in TF2 there might be a couple of classes that you're just supposed to camp in one location and let your tools or something aim for you, more or less. I think maybe it was like the engineer and the demo man, but I'm not really sure because I didn't play that much TF2. Um. Yeah. Me who does MK8 speeds runs. Surprise Pikachu. MK8. That's Mario Kart 8, I'm guessing? That's really cool. You do speedruns? That's really cool. I always find speedruns very impressive. Both the ones where you do find cheats and the ones where you don't. That's pretty impressive. You know who does really good speedruns? I recently found out that Akae Hato, even though Hato-san seems to be slowly disappearing and being replaced by Ha-chama, and so I expected her to be just 100% manic 100% all the time, she might be one of the most zen Japanese VTubers that I know of. Because I don't know if y'all watched, there was a brief period just recently where all of the VTubers were doing Tsubo Oji-san, Getting Over It, the one with the guy and the pot. It's interesting that they were playing it in Japanese too, because I feel like the commentary in English really gives the game a whole different feel and sense and meaning. But it's cool that they can still enjoy it even without that. I think they don't have a Japanese translation. Maybe they do. But anyway, Ha-chama was playing Tsuboji-san. I don't remember how it's called. Getting Over It. She was playing Getting Over It, and I was expecting it to be you know, like Kizuna Ice streams where she's like screaming all the time. I expected it to be very high energy, but actually she's like ridiculously zen and ridiculously good at getting over it. She speed ran. She set herself a timer and then she speed ran Tsuboji-san. And I was so impressed. I don't think I could even get past the beginning of that game. I've only watched people play, but I definitely couldn't play that game. But she speedran it. So that was pretty cool. Oh, sorry I'm all backlogged on chat. I'm trying to catch up. I just keep talking too much. But y'all keep talking about such interesting things and then I go off on a tangent. Wee woo, this is the like police who didn't like yet. Please like stream, thank you for your cooperation. MGS Rider turning into the like police. I've learned the only puzzle game I'm remotely okay at is Tetris. That's cool. Like, what's her name? It's always when I'm trying to think of names that they don't come to me. Hoshimachi Suisei. Hoshimachi Suisei is also really good at Tetris. She's a Tetris god, I understand, if I'm to understand. Tetris is one of the puzzle games I'm really bad at. Because it's also timed. Anything that has a time limit or requires any amount of like agility or aim or reaction time, any of those things. Anything where it becomes remotely close to a sport. Remotely. I have trouble with. Let's see. Unsweetened, but it got cold before I could finish it. Aww. Yeah, that's fair. It happens sometimes. Luckily, cold tea can be pretty good too. I think I've had cold chamomile before because of the same reason. Because it cooled off, and it's not so bad. I hope you don't think. I hope you could still enjoy it. I think it's not so bad. I've been drinking cold tea recently because it's been so hot here. But it's not as good for my voice, so I've still been going back and forth between like iced tea and maybe like ginger honey tea for stream. I know I should be drinking the ginger honey, but I don't think I've ever had cold ginger honey tea. And it's so warm. Everyone get away from the red barrels. Shatter is around. Yeah. Gotta be careful. Yep, explosives are a blast. Oh no! The pun master is at it again. Engineer, demo man, and soldier were my classes of choice. Oh, I see, I see. I actually don't know much about how the soldier plays. I think the other two are nice because it's a little more obvious, but soldier I wasn't quite sure. I never tried it out. You can play Cyberpunk 2077 with bad aim. Oh, really? There's a thing in that game called smart guns that auto-aim for you. And even shoot around walls if need be. Wow! Wow. Yeah, come to think of it, now that you mention it, I might have heard of some games like that where the easy mode will handle all of the combat for you, which is nice. Because Cyberpunk 2077 sounds pretty fun. Because it seems like such an interesting world. So it would be cool if I could actually play it. Like Last of Us. I haven't seen Last of Us 2 yet. I don't so no spoilers for that. But Last of Us, the first one, the original, I couldn't play, I think. I didn't really try, but I don't think I could play. Even on even on easy settings, but maybe on easy settings. But I watched through the whole thing with someone else playing it because it was so good. So it might be fun to be able to play something like Cyberpunk 2077 without having to worry about all the action. Ha chama chama. Ha chama chama. Hato is a woman of extremes. I guess so. I guess maybe being a woman of extremes means that somehow at the same time, she's a woman of the middle path. And she makes great food. Oh yes. Great food. Oh dear. My favorite track to run is Grumble Volcano. Oh, but I can't get WR, because I didn't pay for the DLC and the DLC cards are OP. WR, is that a rating? Is that like a thing you can unlock? I have WR without DLC. I don't really know much about it, unfortunately. But that's cool. Great food in quotes. Yeah, hatos. Or hachama, I suppose. Hachama's great food. She speed ran it. Yeah, she speed ran it. Sisei is a Tetris god and a psychopath. It's the two things I know of her. I heard about the psychopath, the psychopath thing that people say about her, but I don't actually know why. I guess maybe I missed that clip because I don't know. It's interesting because the English language community gets this interesting insight window into Japanese VTubing based on what the translators choose to translate. So I hear we end up with slightly different memes for VTubers than they have in Japan because of that, because it's colored by that. Though I'm not sure if this is one of them or not. It just reminded me of it. But yeah, I'm not really sure why she's considered a psychopath. She's a wonderful singer as well. Yeah. She's one of the... I think she said... They said that she... Or she said once that she got into VTubing with the real sort of like idol feeling to it, as a good singer and things, and eventually she started out independent and eventually joined Hololive, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool story. Yeah. Smart guns equals baby mode. Yeah. I want to play baby mode. Make it as easy as a baby who doesn't have full articulation power yet. I want baby mode. Though I guess baby mode Cyberpunk 2077 sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? It's not really a game for babies. Thematically, I mean. You don't get to play the game plays for you. Yeah, it's true. I used to wonder if that was okay, you know? It kind of feels like you're missing out a bit, right? Because the gameplay designers designed the game to give you a certain feeling. Just like Last of Us, I think I enjoyed watching it because it wasn't on easy mode per se either, because it gives you that real sense of tension and investment and accomplishment that you wouldn't get if the game was just playing itself for you, right? And so I do think that it's really important. It's really important what the people who make these games are doing, and I understand that they're made for a skill level that's not my skill level, you know? I'm not the target demographic for these games. And so making it that hard is intentional, because it's just the right amount of hard for their average player, give or take, and sometimes they have settings on that. So it does take away a little bit if you've got training wheels on the whole time, I guess. But for someone like me who kind of needs those training wheels, it's nice to have the option, I guess. Yeah, that's how I feel. I think Monica is starting to get mad at us in chat for taking Nao away from her. You're probably right there. She's been staring at us this whole time, waiting. I should probably pay her some attention soon. It's just so fun chatting with all of you. But yes, I should also chat with Monica, I guess. WR is world record. Ah, wow! Oh, so you hold some world records in Mario Kart? That's awesome! That's awesome! Congratulations! That's really cool! I guess that makes sense, since you said you're a speedrunner, that you would hold some world records, because speedrunning seems hard. The psychopath thing is because of a game some of them played together, and she would murder her friends and smile innocently while asking things like, "What's wrong?" while stealing the death blow. Oh. Oh. So actually a psychopath. I see. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I had no idea. She seems so nice. But I guess that's the stereotype. They always seem nice until they get into a situation where it's like, well, it's me or you, and so I guess it's gonna be me. That's how I feel about Monica. Monica's not like malicious. She's not malicious or misanthropic or anything in the way that Yuri is. Like, Yuri is dangerous because she just seems like she wants to attack people, others, herself, anything, you know? She's inclined to that. Monica is a bit more cool-headed about it, and she's like, "You're in my way. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it's gotta be." And I guess strangely, that makes me both more scared of her and less scared of her as compared to Yuri. Like, Yuri has become sort of like not the evil I understand, but I think there's a saying, right? The evil I know versus the evil I don't really remember. Basically, I kind of know what to expect from Yuri, and I feel like I always kind of knew what to expect from Yuri. But Monika's scary because you don't know what to expect from her, right? That's the way that she's scary, because you just hope that you're still on her good side, right? You hope that you're a part of her plans instead of in the way of her plans. Yeah. Last of Us Part 2 is the most technically impressive game I've played. Ooh, it does look like it's gonna be really, really pretty. I'm looking forward to it. The animations and graphics and little details are absolutely mind-blowing. Shame a lot of people hate its story. Oh, I see. Yeah, I saw some of the promos for Last of Us 2. And it was like so beautiful. I think people were calling Last of Us, and also there was one more. I can't remember which one it was that just came out. It might have been the Horizon Zero Dawn? Is that right? There's a couple of games that just came out that are considered like the swan song of the PS4, really pushing it to its limits and showing how much you can do with PS4, and, you know, more or less saying PS4 is not dead yet. We're still here and we're still producing beautiful content in a way, which is really cool. It's really cool. But I did hear that a lot of people aren't so into the story because Last of Us, the first one, was good in a way that I think it touched people's hearts because it showed like such a devastating world and such a jaded and worn down main character, and yet it still drove us with this feeling of hope, right? That there was still hope out there, and that humanity's not all bad, and that, you know, we can make it through even with everything, and even with the fact that we're imperfect and we lie and we hurt each other. There's still hope, you know? There's still hope and love, I guess. Whereas Last of Us 2's story, I don't know so well, but what I've heard in like reviews or secondhand is that people feel it's just so depressing, right? It's like all hope was lost. And that seems really sad. Seems really sad. Though it seems like I would probably still enjoy it because I personally, of course, I enjoy stories that have a sense of hope, because that's always nice to feel a sense of hope. But if Oyasumi Pun Pun being on my list of top manga is anything to go by, it shows that even really dark stories where there's no sense of hope. Oh, speaking of which, I guess it's a very minor spoiler, but like, it's kind of like with Hoseki no Kuni as well, this sense of like, is it gonna get better? Is it gonna get better? And it doesn't really get better. Somehow I'm still able to enjoy that, even though I have to take it in doses and be careful, because if you do that too much, you end up getting a little depressed, right? It's that existential horror type of thing too, where you're like, what is even the point? And you need to come back and remember there is actually hope in the world. there's something to keep going for. But yeah, but I can see why people would dislike being portrayed as the world being suddenly portrayed so differently, in that there's I hear it's like, I mean, from the promos, it looks a lot more brutal in terms of just, like, for reals brutality, like literal brutality. And from the reviews, it sounds like it's kind of similar in terms of, like, the brutality of the world coming through. So yeah, but it's I'd be interested to see how it goes. You're the best. I watched all your vids. Weeptown is here. Oh, hello, Julia Vasquez. Julia or Julia? Which one do you go by, Julia or Julia? I speak English, so I am used to the J being a J sound, but sometimes it's a H sound and sometimes it's a Y sound. I guess you could also be Yulia. If you can type it with how you say English language phonetics, to let me know if you care. If you don't care, I'll just pick one, I guess, or maybe I'll switch between. But if you want to let me know how to pronounce it, if you type it with English phonetics, that might help me. American English phonetics. But yes, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for coming, and I'm glad you enjoy my videos. That's really great. It makes me happy to hear that. I honestly don't have a lot of self-confidence, so even though all y'all come hang out all the time and I have a lot of fun with you, I always start to wonder, oh no, is it really that enjoyable to hang out with me? Maybe nobody wants to. So So I'm really glad to hear that y'all are enjoying this. And glad to have you. Gacha PFP? Profile picture? Gotcha. Oh. It's the cold, calculated crazy versus the flared up, impulsive crazy. Pick your poison, lol. Yeah, exactly. The cold and calculated versus the flared up, impulsive. And I think, depending on the situation you're currently in, is kind of what I started to realize. Depending on the situation you're currently in, one feels more comfortable than the other, in a way. Like when Yuri's blowing up in front of me, it's really scary. And then I start asking Monika to save me, because I know at least that she doesn't want me to die just yet. And so I can rely on her. But then when Yuri calms down and you know what to expect from her, so you can kind of like, okay, she's okay now. Then suddenly Monika becomes the big scary. Because you know what to expect from Yuri, but from Monika, you're never quite sure. Ghosts of Tsushima? Ghosts of Tsushima? Yeah! Oh, maybe! Yeah, I think you're right. That's the one. That's... at least it's one of them. Ghosts of Tsushima is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. I think one of you, maybe it was Ryder, maybe it was someone else, mentioned Ghosts of Tsushima before. And it is beautiful from what I've seen in the promos. Like the plant physics, like the grass and the wheat sort of blowing, and when you walk through it, it bends, and I don't understand. Like, that's crazy. It's really impressive. And like those sprawling visuals that I guess are intentionally harkening back to movies, right? What's the name of the guy who made Seven Samurai and Nan and the rest? But like his movies, and so it's really beautiful. Yeah, visually speaking, yes, it's the most beautiful world I've ever seen in a video game. Yeah, it's really cool. TLOU 2 story is not Gucci IMO SMH my head. TLOU, The Last of Us 2. Oh, The Last of Us 2. It's no Gucci. Not a fan. I see. We're having fun monkeying around with ya. I do love monkeying around. I think I have a shirt that says that. I love monkeying around. Does anyone here like Final Fantasy? Oh, I haven't played any Final Fantasy. Someone tried to have me play a little bit of the beginning of one, but I didn't get very far. Which one in specific? I'm a big fan of the classics and of FF14 myself. Oh, doesn't matter, any game with the FF label. Oh, have you heard of DFFOO? DFFOO? Oh, I haven't heard of that one, at least. I don't know what that is. Monkey. Monkey. Hello, Geronimo MYS. Oh, I think I've seen you in my comments before, but I don't think I've seen you in chat before, so welcome. or have I seen you in chat? Maybe I have. Oh, my memory's going all crazy on me again. But good to see you either way. Now I'm having a good time. I've been suffering from a lot of anxiety and even signs of depression recently, and this stream has managed to make this anxiety stop harassing me, so you bet you're fun. Oh. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear it helps too. I'm sorry that you've been suffering from a lot of anxiety and even some depression. I kind of understand, because I have periods like that myself. That I can't really deal with very well, and so I'm glad I can help. Anything that helps, right? I'm glad you're feeling better, and I hope that I can continue to help you feel better. Epic monkey momento. Epic monkey momento. I see, I see. Eh? Shameless plug? And is that the what's the shameless plug? The DFOO? I haven't heard of it though. I don't know what it is. Right, Geronimo. Eh? I'm lost again. I get lost easily, I guess. Ah. But then I look over and here's Monica again. Asking me to pay attention to her and stop chatting so much. Okay, Monica. Okay, Monica. I'll talk to you for a little bit. I'll talk to you. Yeah. That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? It's true, it's true. I remember we found this out because we checked the history, right? And one of you recognized it from the game's download page. And then we went to check the game's download page. That's really cool though. I love the metagame. No, it's not metagame. What is it called? When you bring the game a little bit outside of the game. Metagaming's a little different. But sort of like the fact that they brought the story of the game into the platform on which it is even distributed is really cool. That's really cool and a really like cool idea. To put it on the download page. And yeah, she says this is a game, right? She says something like that. I don't know if it's still in the history. It's probably gone now. Let's check. Yeah, it doesn't say it here anymore. But she did say from the very beginning, which really talks about expectations, because it's not the first time I've seen a character from within the game actually talk about the game like that on the game page, I think. And so when I saw it, I kind of laughed to myself like, this is kind of out of character, you know? This is kind of how do you say, non-canon, that she's speaking to us about her own game. And I kind of laughed to myself, brushed it off and forgot about it. But now I know. I should have paid more. I should have expected more. Oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Once we were lost, but in Monica we are found. Wise words. Yeah. Monica is I guess Monica is at least the god of this game. But just Monica. We all praise just Monica now. Yeah, she's allowed us to find ourselves in her. Monkey-ka. Monkey-ka. Everybody gangsta till now plays the video game. You're talking about how y'all keep chatting so much that I can't concentrate because you guys are too much fun to talk to. Wall breaking. Ah, yeah. Wall breaking or fourth wall breaking, right? Wall breaking is what that's called when a game talks about the real world or is self-conscious. Yeah. Well, Monica does a lot of fourth wall breaking, that's for sure. But putting it even outside the game itself, right? Extending the game in such a way that it's like, is the game just the game itself? Or could you even include real world elements like the game description on the game page is in a way a part of the game, right? And there it breaches into the real world even more so than fourth wall breaking. I think it feels even more than that. Like if fourth wall breaking is like when you're at a theater show and the character addresses the audience, I think what they did was more like you're at a theater show And before you even come in or anything, the characters are outside and they're interacting with you, you know? Like Disneyland or something. And furthermore, they're interacting with you like in Disneyland. And at Disneyland, that's just sort of like, you kind of imagine it to be a separate sort of thing, right? It's not really a part of the show itself. But what if they interacted with you outside the theater, and then when the show started, what they said to you and what they did was actually a part of their character in the show? That would be so cool. In Metal Gear Solid, there's a character that can read your memory card. Oh, and makes you put your controller on the ground. How does he know? Then claims he can make it move and turns on the vibrations on the controller. Oh, that's really cool. I've only heard a little bit about Metal Gear Solid. I never played it. I didn't have a console or anything to play it on. I actually, that's a lie. I just didn't even know it existed. for a really long time. But when I first started hearing about it, that's where Snake is from, right? When I first started hearing about it, all I saw were memes about Snake being in a box or alerting the guards. And so I thought it was just your standard sort of army, slightly lighthearted game. But after I learned it was a Kojima game, like Kojima who made Death Stranding, I started to learn about how they did all sorts of cool things, really cool game-breaking things. Yeah, exactly like that. And I feel like almost that legacy comes through in Doki Doki Literature Club, right? I feel like in terms of fourth wall breaking games, Doki Doki Literature Club definitely draws on its predecessors, right? Even though I never played them, that's the feeling I get. Which is really cool. It's really cool to see that legacy coming out and establishing itself in a new and different way. Yeah. Oh yeah, Psycho Mantis. He even fakes shutting off the game. Wow! Metal Gear gets really strange with that. For example, in order to get a certain character's frequency to contact them, the game asks you to look at the back of the box. Ah! Wow! Yeah, that's exactly this kind of thing. That's really cool. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. That's cool. And how you have to switch your controller port into the second controller port in order to break his control over you. Oh, wow. Wow, they really played with things a lot. I heard that they got to do a lot more because back then the console protections, since they were so new, they didn't have so many protections between software and hardware, so you could play around with it a lot more. I hear that in modern games and stuff, on consoles and probably also on PCs, it's a little harder to do such game-breaking, such hardware-linked, I guess, game mechanics, because it's just kind of dangerous to give a software that much power. So it's a really cool, I guess, artifact of its time. If that makes sense. That's really cool. Yes, it's for no reason that my name is MGS Rider. Oh, is that what MGS stands for? Oh, is that Metal Gear Solid? Oh, that's really cool. Ah, I see. So I guess from the very beginning you knew how little I know about pop culture and stuff, and how much I live under a rock. Because I didn't recognize your username. That's really cool. No, Snake is from Call of Monkey. Call of Monkey. Oh, Call of Duty? Oh. Snake is definitely from MGS, though there are like 4 Snake-titled characters in the show. Oh, really? Oh, I see. Oh, very interesting. He's from COD 4 Conga Warfare. Oh. I'm guessing maybe there were some crossovers I know some franchises like to do that a lot. Crossover popular characters. I mean, that's like all of like Mario Kart and Smash Brothers and stuff, right? It's all crossovers. I mean, Smash even gets things like Persona, which is crazy. I see. Snake. Okay, alright. Alright, I'll pay attention to you, Monica. I see you staring at me. Monica wants attention. Alright, Monica. Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? That's true. I'm really curious. Early on, very early on, when we went through our first round, at the very end there, we unlocked Monica briefly, right? We unlocked her when we were going down the Sayori route, because we were allowed to say, oh yeah, I will choose Monica for the first time in the game, as far as I understand. But we didn't go with it because my reasoning was, well, my understanding of light novels is if you switch paths too much, you're gonna die. So I was like, I'm really interested in you, Monica, but we'll have to save you for another run through. And so I totally ignored her, and I did that on the second run through too a little bit. She scared me a little bit too, to be honest. So I avoided her a little bit. But also I was still afraid of if you don't stick to a path, things will go wrong, right? But I guess maybe she wanted us to pick her from the very beginning, and I really wonder what would have happened if we did pay her more attention, because at this point we have hardly paid her any attention at all until she literally begged for it. Or not even begged, gave us no choice. Beg sounds like she's asking us because we're in power, but more like she took away our power to choose anything except Monica. And then we went for Monica. So, well, this is making me think that when we get to the end of this, I might have to replay and see what happens. Even though we've not technically played through it 3 times now. But I want to know, what if you choose Monica right off the bat? Are they even gonna let us do that? Is this a permanent thing? I don't know. Yeah, I wonder. Oh, more people are chatting. I'm gonna get myself distracted a little bit longer. Solid snake, solidus snake, venom snake, naked snake. Oh, that's a lot of snakes. I had no idea there were so many. Oh. I don't know what the child is talking about. Snake has only one crossover with Smash. Oh. He was never in COD at all. Oh, interesting. Have you tried a Persona game now? You might really enjoy them. I have not. I've heard some things about it. It might be interesting. I could try it out. Could try it out. Speaking of Persona, looking cool Joker. Oh? Is there a Joker here? Or are you saying Joker looks cool? I saw a really cool Persona cosplay once. It might have been... I don't know who Joker is because I haven't actually played Persona, but I'm guessing he's the kid with the black hair in a suit. I don't know. I saw a really cool Persona cosplay once of someone who I think might be Joker based on the fact that he looks like... He looks like the guy with the mask, but without a mask. And he had a kitty. That's all I know about Persona. One of the characters has a kitty, and I saw someone cosplaying it, and he had a kitty. I sound really ignorant now. Shatter, do you play P5? Persona 5, I'm guessing? How could I forget Liquid? Oh, Liquid Snake. Oh, I missed a line here. I was actually wrong. It's 5 snakes. Liquid Snake is also a thing. Oh, I see. Oh, a liquid snake. That's a lot of snakes. I only know white snake and green snake. Well, for those of you who don't know, white snake and green snake are legendary snakes in Chinese mythology. Mostly white snake, but green snake is like her buddy, and then they made like a TV show about it. And so that's why I know. I watched the TV show. Let's see. Shame. Oh. Shame going around. Yeah. Hey, no forget shaming in this tea club. Yeah. No shame here. The tea club has no shame. Has MGS in the name, but forgot the fifth one. Aw. Yeah. To be fair, I did try to ask you to go for Monica. Oh, that's true, that's true. It would have been a very different experience though, right? Or what would have happened? Would they still have led us down this path? I feel like this game has a lot of... it has a lot of a sense of determinism in it, right? But at the same time, also a sense of, I don't know how much my choices affect the outcome, right? Because sometimes they let you choose things on your own and it does seem to have an effect, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes you choose things and I feel like there's nothing you could do, like in the case of Sayori, you know, bless her soul. I'm not sure if there was anything we could do by the end there. So I really wonder, if you do choose Monica in the beginning, is she happy? If you choose her the first time through altogether, will it be okay? I know there are some games, I'm not going to mention the title this time because I think it's kind of a spoiler, but I know there are some games where if you do something during one playthrough and then you try to start over again, it has permanent effects for every subsequent run through, right? And I'm thinking of this game as similar, except that I'm considering the 2 restarts we've had so far as a part of just the mainline story, like a single story and not a true restart. And so I wonder if we get to the end of this, because I'm chatting so much more than actually playing the game. But if we do get to the end of this, is it gonna let us have a fresh start? Or is it gonna continue to be affected by the choices we made in the past? I don't know. I'm really curious to find out though. I might have to try that if it lets us. Yeah. Mama now Lemmer's bullying me. Aww. Aww. I think they meant well. You two should just, you know, say sorry and make up. I'm trying to remember what my mom used to tell me as a kid when I fought with my siblings. More like cool down and you know, we're all in this tea club together. Bullying is no good, but I think we can all make up and get along. Something like that. Clearly, I'm not really qualified to be a mama yet. Let's see. Looking cool, Joker is a quote from the game. Oh, I see. This is why I'm lost all the time. I see. Looking cool, Joker is a quote from the game. Whenever you do, well, pretty much anything, the mascot kitty will say, "Whoa, looking cool, Joker." Ah, I see. Oh, that's cute. I get it now. Yeah, thank you, Shatter. Yes, thank you for explaining to me. I'm gonna rely on you and the rest of the chat when it comes to references. Because clearly I don't get any of them. I'm just a little slow. And a little bit under a rock. But that's okay. We all gotta live somewhere. Okay. Alright, Monica. Yeah, if I paid a little more attention. If I had paid attention to Shatra telling me to go with you too. It's true, it's true. Let's see. Well, anyway. Now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. Oh, we're gonna get our explanation. Alright, Monica. About that whole thing with Yuri. That was your fault. I knew it. I knew it, Monica. Actually, there's gotta be some ways. Our choices definitely make a difference, but I don't think all of them do, because that thing with Yuri, one thing I'm also really curious about, and I was curious about ever since we started that round and Yuri started to go kind of off, is that, like, I knew Yuri was yandere, but if we had gone Yuri's route earlier, the game wouldn't have been that broken yet, right? Monica wouldn't have had enough time to hack the game to make all that weird stuff happen with Yuri. So if we had gone with Yuri the first round, would she have been more okay? Would she have not descended so far into the darkness, or would she have done it but just with less glitches? And then whoever we pursue in the second round maybe would become a more distorted version of themselves instead of Yuri, right? Like, does the order matter? Or did I just play into their hands, right? Did I play into their hands and go with Sayori first? Because, you know, you go with the character you have the most chemistry with, your childhood friend. I mean, they push Sayori from the very beginning. You get to talk to her from the very beginning. It's almost like you don't stand a chance getting to anyone else compared to Sayori. So maybe I played into their hands by doing that. But then I could have gone for Natsuki. I was very tempted to. And if you remember correctly, with the first poem, we almost did. It was one choice difference, right? One score difference between Yuri and Natsuki, and we ended up with Yuri. I wonder if how much free choice do we actually have in this game? Now I'm psyching myself out. It might be that it was completely under my control, but now I'm not sure. Let's see. Persona's one of my favorite series. Oh, I see. Oh. It's been an hour and a half and we barely moved in the story. Love the commitment to chat. It's just so much fun talking to all of you. Monica can wait a little bit. She can wait a little. Shatur, have you reached out to the truth? I'm guessing that's a Persona thing too. Of course, and wiped it all out as well. Mass destruction, know what I mean? What? Hashtag Persona gang. Y'all got your own language here. I don't know what that means in terms of Persona, but I'm getting strong Utena vibes. Break the world's egg. Gotta revolutionize the world. That was just an innocent sin. Oh. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I get Utena vibes. I don't know, actually. Maybe y'all can tell me, since I haven't played, if there seems to be any sort of relationship between the two, like not like a direct relationship, but I wonder if they could draw some inspiration, or if that's just, you know, a coincidence. Because it's not the same. It's not the same what you're saying and what I'm seeing in my head from Utena, but it has a similar feel somehow. We have our own language, so is our eternal punishment. Is that so? Is that so? I see. Alright. Okay. Alright, Monica, I'll pay a little more attention to you. About that whole thing with Yuri, I am curious. I am curious, actually. What was going on with Yuri? Because I know you were affecting it. I don't know what it would have been like if you weren't affecting it. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. That's... Monica, this is exactly the kind of the psychopath we were talking about. The cool, collected psychopath that's like, oh, I didn't mean to. It was an accident, you know. She did seem surprised when it happened. She didn't mean it to go that far, but she's not. She's only a little regretful. She's not super regretful about it. Oh. What a revelation. Oh. Reach out to the truth, wiping all out, and mass destruction are battle themes from the series. Oh! Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I see. Oh, it's the battle themes. I've never seen Utena, so I can't quite comment on that. Oh, okay. Utena is interesting. I watched a little bit of Utena when I was very, very small, like very baby. and so I didn't get it at the time, and I didn't actually get very far either, because I only had access to like the first couple of episodes or something. And so I just thought it was your typical, a rather typical anime. Except that it had some themes that I kind of was like, yeah, I was all about that, you know, girls can be princes too sort of thing. I thought it was cool. And so I kind of had fun with it. But then I didn't actually get very far at all. But just recently I came back to it because so many people talked about it and how good it was. And I learned that it was by the same people who did, you know, Yurikuma Arashi and Mawaru Penguin Drum, which I haven't watched, and Sarazanmai. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. And it's really good. It's really good. It's not what you expect at all. It's like... It's almost... this is gonna be maybe an unfair comparison. And again, I haven't actually finished Evangelion yet. Evangelion? But... Eva, I think, is to shonen what Utena is to Mahou Shoujo, to magical girl. I think Mahou Shoujo has a lot of things going on, and sort of like high school shoujo as well. If you kind of see how Eva sort of breaks down the tropes of shonen and makes it sort of more real and more dark, Utena sort of follows a similar path. Oh, and Yuri as well. It has a lot of interesting, really cool things and themes going on. It's pretty good. And it's a real blast from the past, because you can see how old it was in the animation, but it's still so good, you know? Yeah, and I'm a big fan. and after watching it, so you can kind of see sometimes other anime will reference it, I think, because I was watching Little Witch Academia recently, and we got to an episode where they were at the all-boys school, and they like had a duel on a bridge, and I was like, this is Utena. This is Utena, isn't it? This is an Utena reference. And I wasn't sure, but then I looked it up, and I think someone... Can't remember if it was the director. Someone from the studio, like straight up said that scene was influenced by Utena, which is cool. Which is really cool that I recognized it. They did a good job of giving it that feel. Utena sounds quite golden. Utena is pretty good. So it's a deconstruction of shoujo then? Interesting. Yeah. And it's a deconstruction of shoujo along with some other things, I would say, but specifically shoujo. And this is the same director who also I think we talked about last time, who wanted to kill Tuxedo Mask because he thought it would make a much better character arc for Sailor Moon if he died. And it would have been a really interesting character arc, I'm sure. But yeah, this guy, he has a lot of opinions, I think, on these sorts of stuff. And so Utena is like that. It's kind of a deconstruction of shoujo in general, as well as magical girl shoujo. Yurikuma Arashi is similarly a deconstruction of a bit of a deconstruction of Yuri, basically Yuri anime. But I would say Utena goes further in the realm of deconstruction. Yurikuma Arashi almost is more like playing around as like a semi-surreal sort of exploration of the tropes and the contradictions of Yuri media. That would be like girls love style stuff. And Sarazanmai is actually more similar to Yurikuma Arashi, but instead of being about Yuri, Sarazanmai is more about yaoi, I guess, kind of, but it's a little different. It's more like it's more like if you had a magical girl anime, but they were all dudes and stuff. I don't know. Sarazanmai is a is a weird thing. It was a lot of fun to watch, but I felt it was a little bit less of a deconstruction than the others, and a little bit less had a little bit less hidden meaning to it in that way. But it was really interesting. It was really interesting to see, and it was the first thing he's done that I know of that focuses on boys instead of girls. Maoru Penguin Drum I don't know much about, but I can't remember if it's Maoru Penguin Drum or something else that he did. Has an actual reference to one of the worst terrorist attacks that happened in Japan. Sorry for the dark topic, but there was like a sarin gas terrorist attack, and in some of the imagery, I only know this because I saw someone else's analysis, so I don't actually know which anime it's from. But he delves into that sort of thing. So he's got a lot of really good stuff, I gotta say. I gotta watch his other stuff. Yes, battle on a big bridge. Yeah. Hey Shator, have you played FF5? Oh, I have. I just get the feeling Gilgamesh wouldn't be making an appearance in Little Witch Academia. Oh, I see. Was there a bridge battle in FF5 as well? Gilgamesh. I don't know who that is in Final Fantasy. All right, Monica. Back to you. Over to you, Monica. Oh, Monica, you shouldn't just kill people. It's not very nice. Ahaha, no laughing. Everyone's laughs are not good things so far in this game. Not good things. Now don't get too excited here. I just made a meme and sent it to you on Twitter. Oh, check it out when you can. I don't know why a cat showed up. That's not what I wanted. The emojis are taking over. That's okay, I like that emoji. The cat emojis are pretty cute. I was like, oh, if only they had such things for monkeys. I guess that's where I have to get into making my own emotes. Maybe eventually I'll have my own monkey versions. Monica is just so patient, isn't she? She is very patient. Okay. I'm gonna check out this tweet though, cause I know you said don't get distracted, but I'm distracted, so I'm gonna go look at it. Let's see what we have here. What did I get here? Is there an easy way for me to show this? I'm gonna see if I can show this. That's pretty good. New window. New window. Nope, nope. It doesn't want to do it. Are you gonna do it? I'm afraid of pushing my computer too hard. I'm afraid opening a new browser window might be too much for it. Okay, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's just a little slow. Let me see. Let me see if I can show this to y'all. This is pretty great. Click. Okay, okay. Doko. How do I get there? Oh, I have to go to my notifications. There we go. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Okay. I think, and then if I do this, a thing. Apparently I'm not very good at this. I just want a browser source. Yeah, that's what I want. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? My oh, here we go. Browser source. Okay. Alright. And then I just have to add source. Oh wait, is it browser source? That's wrong. Oh, what do I want? Maybe it is. Oh wait, no, I can use this. I don't know why I'm so bad at this, guys. I think I can do it though. Alright, let me see. Put this here. I do this. Monica is just so patient. Yeah. Lamau. Funny, spicy now memes. When a VTuber says the N words, haha, funny meme time while playing GTA 5. Oh? Come on, you can do it. Streamlabs is kind of chugging along here. I'm not sure if it wants to let me do this. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe.